Hello, it's Bailey and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to be here today. If you missed it, I recently announced in this video that I'm bringing back my TBR game, Joke's on Me, basically until I get a handle on my own TBR. This has been a huge goal of mine throughout my booktube journey and I've never actually caught up much. So here's my next attempt. So if you don't know the game, go ahead and watch that video of me announcing that I'm bringing it back. But if you watch this, it's pretty self-explanatory. You'll probably understand the game just fine. I am starting this vlog just coming off of we were in the hospital for 3 days. My daughter does have RSV, so I will be home this entire week, reading, taking care of her, etc. I think I'm working 2 half days this week is all. So this morning I filmed my card flips, so I'll go ahead and show you that now. Okay, here is the board printed out in its glory. I can kind of hear Ruby screaming at me because I did crop it just a little bit to get it printed on this poster board, but it's fine for now. Also, Mabel is in the room, so if you hear her scooting around or see a little baby finger pop up, that's what's going on. But I'm excited to do my first card flips. I am gonna shuffle quick. I'm not sure that this is going to be the best angle of the board. It's what I worked out for today. I'm not sure how to get a straight up and down shot, so hopefully when I fix this, it'll be okay. But so we're going to do 3 card flips, and that's it. Those are the books I'm going to read. I need a game piece of some sort. Is there something close here? All I have is a diaper bag. Really came prepared. Here is a chapstick. That's what we're going to use today. And so first card flip is a 3, which a 3, I do all 3 prompts that I would land on. So I'm going to do here, which is own for 1+ year. Can you be quiet? I'll be noisy. And then also reread of choice. And then a Chris pick. So Chris will have to do that when he's home. So I already have 3 books I need to read and we've only flipped 1 card. So wish me luck. A queen. I get to buy a book. So I don't have to read any more books. I just get to buy a book. So last card flip. A 10, which I just moved 10 spaces. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And my lowest rated. So I'll be back to show you what books I'll be choosing. And now I'm going to show you the books I picked depending on those card flips. So the only one that I haven't decided is the Chris pick because he still has not been home yet. So when he gets home tonight, I will have him pick me a book. I will film that process. But for my first flip, I got a 3, which means I do all 3 of those prompts. The first one being owned for over a year. And so for that, I am going to read The Hostile Hospital by Lemony Snicket. I secretly, not that secretly, would like to finish this series by the end of the year. So might as well throw this one on there. And then for my reread of choice, another series I would like to finish by the end of the year, but probably isn't that realistic, but I am going to at least get through Empire of Storms. This is going to be my reread of choice. I have been trying to reread through this series for over a year now. I didn't do it very efficiently, but one step at a time. And then we'll have my Chris pick, and then I also landed on lowest rated, which the lowest rated thing on my Goodreads TBR right now is actually an ARC. So the only things on my Goodreads TBR right now are all of my own books and everything I have on NetGalley. There's no want to read. That's literally the stuff that is physically on my TBR. I need to read it. So when I sort my shelves, I'm getting the stuff I own, if that makes sense. So the lowest rated thing that I own or is on my NetGalley shelf was actually Circling Back to You by Julie Tu, and I read The Donut Trap by Julie Tu also as an ARC, and I actually love that one, but this one has really low rating, so I'm excited to try it because I have enjoyed a book by her previously, and I'll be getting through an arc this way. And then I said in my announcement as well that each of these vlogs will include just like a book of my choice. So we will do the 3 card flips. I will vlog all of those books, and then just for fun, to let me have a little bit of decision in case there's stuff I need to read that I can't get to with the prompts, I'll read one more book. And so my choice of what I'm going to read in this vlog is actually going to be the Shelf This Book Club pick for the month of November, which is Yerba Buena by Nina LaCour, and Nessa picked this, so that's going to be my choice book for this vlog. So we have The Hostile Hospital, Empire of Storms, whatever Chris picks, Circling Back to You, and Yerba Buena. So that's what you're in for. Stick around or don't. This is the progress I'm making on my game. Okay, I have Chris. You're just gonna smile. I have Chris here finally, and we're in our matching PJs and you're too tall. And so I'm gonna tell you what books you can pick from in here. Basically anything that is unread in this room, but this room is currently a mess. So let me show you the few different piles. Okay, so these, like these 2 little piles are both stuff I would like to get through before the end of the year.
Okay.
So take that into consideration.
Nope, don't care.
Okay, and then down here so this I've read, but from this book, that way is all unread. And then that whole cart.
That whole cart?
Is unread.
Ooh, I think I see one.
So you can pick any of those.
And this is the next book you're gonna have to read?
I mean, yeah, fairly soon. Not next, per se.
Oh my gosh, look at this freaking thing.
Chris, are you joking me? Okay, I'm actually... Okay, you're not funny. I'm actually going to tell you no on that one because there's books I need to read before that one. So, in case anyone didn't see what he just grabbed, he truly hates me. But I'm going to make you choose something else because I'm reading those in a certain order.
There's 800 pages.
Yeah, pick something else. Why do you hate me? Me, here's some books that I'm trying to get to by the end of the year. Chris, here's the biggest book I can see.
Okay, okay. Ooh, is this one of the books? Is this like a second to the, what is it, the House on the Island thing?
The House in the Cerulean Sea.
Yeah.
It's not a sequel, but it's by the same author.
Okay, I was gonna say the thingy looks the same.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you know that's my favorite book. Where is it? Right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say it kind of looks...
I mean, they definitely go.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, we'll hold on to this one for a second.
Okay, so you're not for sure choosing
Keep
that.
taking a look.
Okay.
Here. I think I'm gonna do this one.
You think you're just gonna choose Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune?
Yep. Because I feel like this doesn't really screw you over that bad. So your TBR for the rest of the year can still be fine.
I mean, you could have just chosen one of those.
No.
Yep, this one's good. This is a good pick. I actually started reading this at some point. If you see, there's a bookmark in there, and never finished it. So I'll try again. Hello, I am checking in to let you know that I did finish The Hostile Hospital by Lemony Snicket, and that probably was, we have a joiner. That probably was my least favorite one in the series so far. Not only was it controversial like the last several have been, but I really thought he shit the bed a little bit on the plot. Like most of them I have recognized that in their time, while they are outdated, they're like fun. This one just wasn't even interesting. So done with that. I have started Circling Back to You as well as Yerba Buena, so that's what I'm working on next. These probably will just be like standalone reviews throughout the rest because I don't want this video to be too long, and this is a 5-book vlog, so I will see you when I finish something. Hi. I have 2 books that I have finished since I spoke to you last. Firstly, on Sunday, I decided that I was gonna read this whole thing in one day, and I did do it. So I read Empire of Storms by Sarah J Maas, and I gave it 3.5 stars this time. This was a reread, and I do think last time I read this, I looked, the last time I had read it was in 2018, and when I read through the series the first time, I definitely was feeling as the world got bigger and more characters were added and they were going more places, and the world was building, that it was losing me. I didn't care to follow that much or know that much, which I think still I as a fantasy reader prefer fewer perspectives, but I did enjoy it a little bit more this time. Maybe that speaks to me like getting smarter as I've read more books and more fantasy, etc. But I don't regret my decision to read this in a day. It took me like 10 hours of actual reading time, so I'm honestly just proud of myself for getting through this, and I had a good time. At no point was I like, ugh. I just committed myself and I did it. And the other thing I finished was Yerba Buena by Nina LaCour, and I think that this video is going up on Monday and that the live show for this Shelf This Book Club is going to be on Tuesday, so I don't really want to say too much about this because there's going to be a live show discussion on my channel. But all I feel like I should say for now is that I need to be reading more sapphic stories. It had been a while since I had read one, and I need to not discount like literary fiction as much as I do. I think a lot of the times when people say something has like beautiful writing, that turns me away because I'm someone, I don't like a lot of like metaphor in this book, and this was beautiful writing without that concept. And I'm definitely interested to try more Nina LaCour, and just know that I recommend this one and I really liked it. So now all I am still working through is Circling Back to You by Julie Tu and Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I am like 30% I think through both of those. So yeah, we are leaving on our little trip today. I'm hoping to finish while we are gone. My next clips may be on my phone if I finish while we're gone, but I'll see you when I see you. It is time for the conclusion of this first Jokes on Me vlog, and I know you probably feel like you missed some things, so let me fill you in just a little bit. Firstly, Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I actually decided to DNF this again. The first time I had attempted this, I got to write about 100 pages, and this time I set it down at page 159, and I've just been bored both times, so I am willing to make the decision at this point to just say I'm not going to read this, and it doesn't need to stay here. And then just today I finished Circling Back to You by Julie Tu, and sadly I'm giving that one 2.5 stars. It wasn't terrible. It was like an office romance, and I just think they focused on their jobs too much. And I didn't feel that inclined to root for the couple. There was a lot about grief in this story as the main female character has lost her mother. I just didn't feel like I cared that much, sadly, because I did really like her previous book, The Donut Trap. So this one's getting 2.5 stars from me. And then I also made a decision on what I was going to purchase, but it hasn't arrived here yet. So I did use my Book of the Month credit, and I decided to get The Holiday Romance by Alison Cotron. What is it called? Give me one second. It's called Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cotron, and I'm very excited for that. I've been meaning to read The Charm Offensive. I haven't, but it's seasonal, so I'm hoping to get to it within the next 2 vlogs before the end of December. And so that's where this first vlog has led me. To recap, I read The Hostile Hospital by Lemony Snicket. I gave that 1.5 stars. I read Empire of Storms by Sarah J Maas. I gave that 3.5 stars. I read Under the Whispering Door. I DNF'd that. And I read Circling Back to You by Julie Tu, and I gave that 2.5 stars. And then the My Choice book that I put in this vlog was Yerba Buena by Nina LaCour, and I gave that 5 stars. So that is the start of my Jokes on Me journey. I hope you enjoyed this first vlog, and thank you for spending some time with me. Honestly, this was multiple weeks, but thank you for spending some time with me over these weeks, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!